if you know who that is, of Venezuela.
Yeah.
He made some comments yesterday talking about that there's too many American troops there, that American is actually occupying Haiti. And also some of the French leaders, I believe the French president made a comment also. That, but the problem that I saw, Denise, was that when I saw the planes landing the next day, and I'm not cursing France because I'm headed that way soon, is that I saw one French plane, but I seen a whole lot of American intervention. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's, and what do you think that's all about?
I would say the more help we get, the better it is.
That's how I see it.
So we're gonna need some help. When desperate situation happen, people starting acting differently.
Sure.
And the thing is, if we could get some help with the military, that is good. If we could get some help with the food, it's good. But the more people right now that is in Haiti, the better it is. There's so much work to get done. There's no way we could really say there's too many people. There's too many Americans. There's too many French. No, let's give us more. We need more because we need some help anyway right now. And even before the earthquake, we did need some help.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, but see, the thing is we're going to have to get someone to speak out against that because you know how things start accumulating and then people pull back.
Yeah.
And with me, I'm thinking in terms of like what Chavez said and the French said this and another. Are you actually worried that now finally the help is really coming and that the people will, the nation will become a mainstream nation? Or because one thing you have to understand about when you're dealing with family members, I call them family members, those that's on your level. Well, they may love you, but they may love you the way you are. They might not love you when you make a change. You understand what I mean? Yeah. Or they may love you when you just laying bricks, but when you really become that doctor, well, you understand me? Now they don't want to deal with you. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So I understand the bigotry between family, you know what I mean? Because I studied the other guy, but now I'm studying the family, if you will, you understand?
Yeah, so definitely. The more people we have in Haiti right now, the better it is. That's how I see it.
I want to talk to the young man for a minute, and I'm going to ask him a question there. Now, when you went to school in Haiti, how old was you at your first?
I went there from ages 3 to 6 when I was born in Haiti.
Sure.
But then I returned when I was 15.
Oh, you left at 3?
I left at 6 years old.
Okay.
Came here in 1998. And then in 2007 I left, and I spent 18 months down there.
Oh, okay. So you basically were raised here in the United States.
Yes, I.
Oh, okay. Because what I'm trying to figure out is to bring someone here that was actually went to a grammar school in Haiti, and to get the gist of what is actually taught, and actually how is the information, is technical information transmitted into Haiti? Do it come in through the French or do it come in through English?
Oh, it's all in French basically. You're taking the French exams. Everything is in French. You have English courses, like how in American schools we have Spanish class.
Sure.
So they have English class there, but everything else is in French. You gotta memorize it, and you do a French grammar and everything basically.
So in a case like that, what's actually taught in the curriculum? Are they talking about France? Or are they talking about Haiti in French?
It's a mixture. There's Haitian. They talk about the Haitian history for a part.
Okay.
But most of the other part is about Napoleon and the French dynasty and all those things. So they're learning about French culture and the French government.
Wow. Oh, okay. So it's little learned about American government.
I would say, there's not a lot learned about American government. They would know about who was the current presidents, Clinton, Bush, and things like that. But to say they know about the revolution and all that, they don't know about it. But in the French history, they know all about it in the Haitian history.
So basically, they know about the French world.
Yeah, they know.
So they would know Canada, Quebec.
Yeah, they know all those.
Oh, I see. I see now. Oh, well, we're going to take callers if anyone want to call. I guess no one called in? No, I guess not. So, all right. The Red Cross is taking donations of $10 by the cell phone, and that has been a great help. water has been dispensed. I looked at it on TV today. In fact, came up on my monitor through the military. But the main thing is also that you want to get beyond Port-au-Prince, because most people just think Port-au-Prince. Like years ago, we only thought San Juan, Puerto Rico. Don't blame the people. One thing we, don't blame, but that's the name that, like when we talk about Dr. King, we hear the dream, just Dr. King and the dream. But there's a whole lot of more speeches that come between the dream, But we, the news media catch something and they go with it. You follow me? They catch it and they go. So whatever it is to get the message out. But there's other parts of Haiti that really need help also.
Yeah, definitely.
That and it's not actually just the parts that was hit, because Port-au-Prince was basically hit, but other parts that wasn't hit. Is that correct?
Yeah.
That still need the help.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Is it? Can you tell us some things that would be good to send and give as a donation?
Well, we welcome all donation right now, and I don't have anything particular in mind, but I'm definitely I could give you maybe some information in the future. Basically, I would like to speak to my pastor first to see what is really needed. I do know that one of the lady at my church, she will be going. Sunday she talked about medical supplies.
Sure.
That they will need. I do know she mentioned that. To say other things I don't have, but really medical supplies, I think that's one of the main things we need at the moment.
Let me clarify this right here, because you hear a whole lot of bigotry and things from people. I just want you to understand one thing. In a situation like this going on in Haiti, if it went on in any place else in the world, people would act the same way. When people are at their bottom economically and food is short and things of that nature, a wolf would run the other way if he knew I was hungry. A bear would run, instead of running towards me, he would run the other way. So the idea is that this here is that what we're saying here is that there's no shame in what's going on. We want things to go on in a more manageable manner. But let me explain something to you. When your fist is against the wall, you have no time to think that maybe you're going to get selected for a bottle of water or a bag of food. You jump in between the line and things of that nature, because what I think that people fail to realize with human behavior is something that's taught over years. I can go back in this nation history when we stood in lines for food, and when we fought for food. That's why sometimes it's good to pick up them old books and read and see how the evolution of the Western world really came, really become. You know what I mean? Because when you look at that right there and you say, oh, okay, oh, I see how that farm, now how people are eating in Nebraska now. Oh, I see how people eating in New Jersey now. The cultivation, you see, and without cultivation, things are just, the way they are.
One thing I want to say is some people that might run for food or fight for food, sometimes they might actually do it for their family.
That's right.
And if you know that your family is hungry, and you know that your children and your wife are hungry, if you have to fight for the food, you will. It doesn't matter if the race. It doesn't matter the gender. If you didn't eat for 7 days, I tell you that if you see the food falling from the chopper or helicopter, you will run and try to get the food that you want. So, the looters go to supermarket that are crumbled down, and it's understandable because that's where the food is.
Well, I'll leave with this right here on the note of fighting. I remember going into a French republic myself, into Canada. I went to Quebec in 1982, and I remember my mother then was much older than me. My father had died a few years before, and we needed the money from that heavyweight fight that I had. And I remember putting those jabs together and left crosses together that you never see. If we can get a shot of that video, I may be announced as heavyweight champion right now today, because I was fighting not for me, but I was fighting for my family. So we say to all, keep hope alive.